Okay, so I'd like to talk about my sponsor first. Thank you so much to Long Tang for sponsoring this video once again. They're an authorized badminton dealer in Hong Kong that sells genuine products at a much lower price than basically every other place. They sell YONEX brands, they sell Leaning brands, they sell Victor brands, they sell absolutely everything. Like, you can buy rackets to like accessories. Their website is www.lt328.com, and you can order stuff and get it sent internationally for a very low shipping cost. If you're in Hong Kong, just visit them. You can find their address and all the information at the bottom of their website page. So yeah. Hello YouTube, and today I'll be doing a review of the Arcsaber 10 in the Legend Edition. This is Taufik Hidayat's signature racket. He's known as the backhand god. He's one of the 4 legends of YONEX. Let's have a look at the cover. On the cover you can see Taufik Hidayat, Lin Dan, Lee Chongwei and Peter Gader. Basically YONEX came out with like a few of their like top rackets and they added a signature on each of them. These are the legend signatures. Yeah, I haven't personally tested out the Arcsaber 10 before, so let's get straight onto it. Can't even click. So, first impressions. Well, this racket kind of disappointed me at first, like the Jura 10. I just feel like I couldn't hit the sweet spot properly. I couldn't get power, I couldn't get control. Everything was just terrible. But then after an hour of playing with this racket, I got used to the even balance because normally I use a head-heavy balance. And I just loved it. This racket is just legendary. Yeah, it says it's in its name, Legends Edition, you know. The racket is very quick, it's very agile, so you can defend very well. You can drive very fast. You can do net shots very easily. But one thing though, I couldn't really do drop shots like cleanly and like very accurately without trying a lot. Because like what I expect from a racket like this, like especially in even balance, is for me to just play a drop shot and it will just literally go to a spot where I want it to go. Surprisingly though, smashes with this racket was incredible. Like many of my friends told me that I smash harder with this racket than, for example, like the Victor Jet Speed S12, and that racket has more flex and is meant for smashing, whereas this one is more meant for control. But I seem to get more control with the other racket than this one, and more power with this one than the other one. So, I don't know, the advertising is a bit off. This racket is obviously quite old because it's an Arcsaber 10. The newest Arcsaber is the Arcsaber 11. I wonder why YONEX didn't make that one the Legends Edition and made this one instead. And because this racket is Taufik Hidayat's signature racket, then I obviously have to talk about the backhand as well. Backhands with this racket was very powerful and it was actually very controlled. It was nothing extremely special though, but it was just very, very solid overall. The racket has a glossy red finish. Glossy finishes tend to be less durable than matte finishes for some reason. Like, they chip slightly easier. But that's no problem because I kind of generally take care of my rackets anyway. Peter Gader also has an Arcsaber 10 in a signature release. His one is white though. Lindan has the Voltrix Z-Force 2 and Lee Chongwei's one is the Jura 10. This racket is made in Japan, as you can see on the shaft as well as on the bottom. This one is not as stiff as like the Voltrix Z-Force 2, which is like extra stiff. This is just normal stiffness. This gives you a bit more whip, but it kind of cuts out on that control factor a tiny bit. The shaft is also thicker than the Voltrix Z-Force 2's one. In the head, HM Graphite, CS Carbon, Nanotube and Super HMG is used. In the shaft, HM Graphite and Ultra PEF is used. In some of the newest YONEX ranges in 2017, like the racket heads still have HM Graphite and Super HMG, and the shaft also has HM Graphite as well. So it's pretty impressive to see such an old racket have that kind of technology. Obviously it's not as developed as the new ones, but this is still pretty incredible. The head of this racket is isometrically shaped, which gives you a very square hitting area. This means you have a very, very large sweet spot. But the racket doesn't really have an extremely special sweet spot. It's just average, okay? It's not specifically huge, it's not specifically small. This racket is the 3U G5 edition, and the recommended stringing tension is between 19 to 24 pounds of tension. Normally on the racket they write the tensions to be very low and the range is very small, but to be honest you can literally just string out of that range and the racket will still be fine. But YONEX writes that just to protect themselves, because like if you string it, for example, like at 28 pounds of tension, and then you're not very good at badminton, and then you hit the side and you break the string bad, and then the whole frame crumples, and then you blame YONEX. So to prevent that, they simply write a very small range, where if the string breaks, it's not going to damage your racket. These Legends Edition releases are limited, so if you want to get your hands on one of these ones with the signature of the Legends, then you need to act fast and buy it, because like once it sells out, it's gone. And yeah, also in my last racket review of the Lindan Force, I said that I would do the Victor Jet Speed S12 review, but then I kind of changed my mind and I decided to do this one first because like this racket really impressed me like after I got used to it. The next review would definitely be either the Leaning Airstream N99 or the Victor Jet Speed S12, but it will most probably be that one. If you want a review of the Leaning Airstream N99 Chen Long Gold Medal Limited Edition racket, then get me 250 likes on this video and I'll do it. Thank you so much for watching, and please like, subscribe and tell your friends about my channel. Bye bye!